Okay, I kind of went and skipped some steps, videoing, not skipping steps of putting the plane together. But it's done. It's all finished. The MXR. I have a 120 OS 4-stroke engine in there, pumped. That is a spinner from another plane. I'm gonna try with that OS 120. I know they say in the manual 1410 prop, but I'm going to try a 14.8 and see what that does. I have a 1410 that needs to be I'll try it. I have broken the engine in. I ran it. There's a little excessive vibration. I think a little bit more than what I've experienced with other my planes. I'm really thinking it's the prop. So I'm gonna have to balance this prop. I don't have a prop balancer, so I had to actually order one. I ordered the Dubro one. That seems to be the one that everybody is saying is good. So I've got that coming. I ordered that from Amazon. The wheel pants, they're on. That's looking good. I cut out the cowl. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I cut the cowl maybe a little bit more than what I should have. That is to put the glow plug in. I have my fuel dot. If you can see, there's something I didn't understand. The cowl does not go back to that line where the canopy stops. And it did when the plane was coming out of the box. I'm thinking there's a problem with their measurement. They were saying from the firewall box that the engine mount to, it should be 150 mm. And I actually measured that to the prop washer from the firewall. But when I put it in, I mean, yeah, that's pretty decent spacing. Well, yeah, it's the canopy will not go all the way back. So I think there has to be a miscalculation on Seagull on when they cut this canopy. It should have been longer to go back there. I think there's a problem there because I measured that 2 or 3 times before I actually drill the engine into the mount. So I don't know. Anyway, it's on secure. There's enough wood there in front of the firewall and behind the cowl there that I don't have to worry about it flying off. But just strange. There's a miscalculation on their part. And you can see right there that the cowl was supposed to go all the way back because you can see the gap in the decal. Anyway, canopy is on. Wings are looking good. I put the servos in. I used their clevises. Engine, the wheels are on. The plane is ready. I've balanced it. On this side of the cowl, I did put the battery in, like they said, mounted to the engine, to the engine box, and that spinner just doesn't weigh that much, and it's a little bit nose heavy. So I'm gonna take that battery and move it back behind the wing tube, or maybe sit it on top of the spar to see where I'm started off there. Maybe I might fly it. Being a little nose heavy is okay, and then just play with the battery later and move the around the CG point. I think they're saying 100 millimeters from the wing root to the leading edge is the CG. So it definitely a little nose heavy. So the switch is in for turning it on and off. All the control surfaces are glued. Everything works. So you can see I cut out for the needle, for the tuning needle, and I cut it a little extra because I like to be able to access that one screw there for the idle adjustment without taking the cowl off. So that's why I made it that big. Under here I cut out for the exhaust. Exhaust sticks out very nice. It's a pretty neat installation right there. I really like that. So yeah, the only problem, and I'm glad it happened while I was putting the plane together, my DX8 radio, which is right here, this spring I was setting up the plane and I heard a pop. in my elevator down. And now that lever, that stick, will not come back to center. You see how it comes back to center when I go up elevator? When I go left aileron, right aileron, it comes back. But the spring popped in there. So I'm not one. I could probably fix it since that is I have an engineering degree in electronics. I could fix it, but my thing is, I don't trust once I open up, or a radio is opened up and you start dinking around inside of it. I don't really trust it anymore. So this was a Gen 1. This is a Gen 1 DX8 Spectrum. The DX12i is out. The only thing about it is I cannot take my card here, my memory card, and transfer the data to the 12 because it doesn't accept it. I guess it's different software, or they store stuff in the databases differently. So I'll probably order another DX8 Gen 2 and use that only for my helicopters and use the 12 for my planes. But yeah, I'm glad it broke on the table instead of in the air. That would not have been good. So, oh well. So anyway, the next video I'll make of the MXR will be at the field and for its maiden flight. Like I said, the motor's broken in. It's ready to go. I've gone over 3 or 4 times. I've checked all the surfaces. I've glued down things that needed to be glued down. It's ready. I've had plenty. With the radio being broken, it actually has given me a lot of time to go over this plane. So yeah, I'm excited and ready. So once it go ahead and get it out to the field, we'll make a part 3 video. All right, take care.